A 25-year-old black man by the name of Ahmaud Arbrey was killed in February this year, 2020, by two people, Travis McMichael and Greg McMichael. One of them, a former ex-cop. The father-son duo hunted him down after suspecting him of burglary, and they got into a tussle and killed him. Now, let's get this clear out of the way right now. Whether or not Ahmaud Arbrey was actually burglarizing houses, philosophically and lawfully, he did not deserve to die. That shooting is unjustified. In every sense, it is unjust. It is innocent until proven guilty. Not, he was in a house, therefore, it's okay. And I keep seeing that defense over and over again. I mean, it's obvious, you know. So I'm going to break this video down into sections, and we're going to see the most egregious things you've ever probably seen justifying a man's death. Let's start. Now, in America, usually what happens when a white man or a police officer kills a black person who is presumed to be innocent, usually this defense will come up. Well, they were no angel. They committed crimes in the past. I mean, I could provide specific examples of this. For example, those horribly either photoshopped or fake photos of Trayvon Martin compared to Zimmerman in a suit and tie, or that time where Eric Garner was blamed for his own death because he was resisting arrest. But those are just individual examples. The data does actually show that black people are more likely to be thought of as guilty of crimes. I mean, this really isn't anything new. People are already character assassinating Ahmaud Arbrey already, which I'll show that later in the video. Michael Drekja, who was 47 at the time of this shooting, not an elderly man like some people will try and lie to you about, walked up to an African-American woman's car because she didn't have a handicap sticker and was parked in a handicap spot. Her boyfriend then comes out of the store, shoves Drekja, and Drekja pulls a gun on him. After he backs up a bit, Drekja then fires on him, murdering him. There's CCTV footage that should be playing right about now.
CCTV footage captured the entire incident.
Drekja was also known for threatening people during arguments, much like Zimmerman, but Zimmerman gets to walk free, of course, because there wasn't a video of his crime. And recent evidence shows that the former cop, Greg McMichael, actually failed on multiple occasions to complete his use of force training. Isn't that interesting? But hey, you know, I'm sure all the black people involved in these cases really did deserve to die by these people who were proven time and time again to be violent. Yeah, they all deserved it. Now, the problem with this Ahmaud Arbrey case is that Ahmaud Arbrey was suspected of being a burglar, and he was recorded in a construction site in the neighborhood of the area where the McMichaels lived. And the problem is that people extrapolate from this that his intention was to rob the neighborhood. There was also some camera footage of him at nighttime. Apparently, I forget I don't know if there was another house or something he was in specifically, or if he was still at that same construction site. But all that doesn't really matter to me in terms of the fact that we have this little thing in America. It's called innocent until proven guilty. But I guess these people forgot about that part of the law and only hyper-focus on the citizen's arrest part, which, by the way, is unjustified, as they couldn't prove that Arbrey committed a felony. In fact, the owner of said construction site even said that Arbrey didn't steal anything. The only crime he could have got him on was trespassing. But hey, you know, demonize him and justify the murder anyways.
In which it appears Arbrey strikes McMichael and appears to grab the shotgun and pull it from McMichael. The shot is through Arbrey's right hand palm, which is consistent with him grabbing and pulling the shotgun at the barrel tip. The second and third wounds are consistent with the struggle for the shotgun as depicted in the video. The angle of the second shot, with the rear of the buttstock being pushed away and down from the fight, are also consistent with the upward angle of the blood plume shown in the video, and that McMichael was attempting to push the gun away from Arbrey, while Arbrey was pulling it toward himself. The third shot, too, appears to be in a struggle over the gun. The angle of the shots and the video show this was from the beginning, or almost immediately became, a fight over the shotgun. Given the fact Arbrey initiated the fight, at the point Arbrey grabbed the shotgun under Georgia law, McMichael was allowed to use deadly force to protect himself. And this is what's so frustrating, when hearing everybody opine about this stuff. Arbrey was not killed because he was black. He was not killed because he was jogging. He's not killed because he was in a whitish neighborhood. He wasn't killed for any of those reasons. He was killed because he tried to grab a shotgun and wrestle shotgun and punch a man against the law. Now people say, oh yes, but you see, Arbrey was scared. He was alarmed. He was nervous. So what? Do we really want to live in a society where you can beat the hell out of people, grab their guns, try to kill them perhaps?
But wanted to wait until the guy grabbed his gun and went and wanted to wrestle with him. That just defies common sense. If he wanted to kill the guy, he would have fired off a couple of shots before he got anywhere near him. I think he wanted to make the guy stop, and intimidate him and wait for the cops to get there because he was convinced that this was the guy that was recently burglarizing his home. Unfortunately, Ahmaud Arbrey, who has a history, of crime, lunged at him and things went off from there. And it's unfortunate that, this person ended up dead in a situation that didn't need to ever, culminate into a death, but
have now been charged with murder. Now remember, and we went over the case yesterday, I'll refresh your memory a little bit. You've got 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbrey. He's got a lengthy criminal background, 12 miles from his house. He is apparently spotted in a home under construction. There are multiple 911 calls in this neighborhood saying that there's a suspicious man. He's looking in windows. He's in a home under construction. They say that he darts off. The McMichaels, a retired cop, and his son see this guy sprinting down the street. He matches the description of other burglary suspects in the area. They chase him down. He attacks the son, who's holding a shotgun. Son fires a shotgun, kills Ahmaud Arbrey. That's the case.
Now, this next clip, before I play it, I just want you guys to know that this is the clip that made me think, I need to make this video. This clip is so bad. It's so disgusting, so cringe-inducing that I honestly have almost no words for it, but I will respond to it at the end of the full clip. Here you go.
What's the difference? Video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. So, in Atlanta, Georgia, we have a case of a citizen's arrest. This time, it's a black man arresting a white man at gunpoint.
Just stay there and wait for the police. It's that simple.
Now, somebody explain to me, how is this citizen's arrest any different than the major case that's going around reference Ahmaud Arbrey? What's the difference? Ladies and gentlemen, these individuals all have the right to carry a firearm, conduct a citizen's arrest. And to be honest, even in this situation, the black guy had a gun pointed at him. Now, if you don't know the backstory, you can pretty much figure it out by what he said, is that the guy decided to get in the passenger seat of his car and turn and tell him, you know what it is, like he finna rob the man. Now, some of y'all's logic, not everybody, but some of y'all's logic will say, well, he didn't do anything. He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't steal nothing. You cannot insinuate that you're going to rob somebody in their car. You ain't got no business in that man's car. And now he didn't put a gun on you because you thought he was a lame and got you proned out waiting for the police to arrive. That is how a citizen's arrest should go. If you see that there's a crime being committed, a felony crime, you have a right to arrest that person. Now, if they're insinuating that they're going to rob you, you have a reason to believe that they could be armed and dangerous, and you can threaten deadly force. You can threaten the use of deadly force. And they have to sit there until the cops get there. And the reason why this went so smoothly is because the man with the gun let it be very clear that if you get up and run, try to hurt me or anything, I'm going to use force against you. And the man is still alive today. He's probably in jail, but he's still alive today. Why, Brandon? Why is he alive today? Because he didn't fight him for his gun. And people can say, well, maybe he thought it was an illegitimate citizen's arrest. Maybe he did. Did he fight the man for the gun? No, he didn't. Because he didn't want to die that day. Now, I don't understand why Ahmaud Arbrey didn't do the same thing. And I'm not going to keep badgering that case because I made videos about that case. I'm going to talk about it in another video when more information come out. But I just want to show the comparison, man, the hypocrisy. Everybody's rooting for this black man. Everybody's rooting for his right to carry a gun. Everybody's rooting for his right to exercise a citizen's arrest. Why don't everybody in Georgia get that same right? And I know why, and some of y'all know why. It's because he's black and they were white. That's one of the major reasons why. Because even in this video, there's not a lot of context. There's not a lot of context. You see the man on the ground, you hear one person talking. You didn't see him in the car. So anyway, I thought I'd throw it out there. That was a video that I saw. I thought it was a legit comparison. I'll put it on the record that I am an avid supporter of this man pulling that gun out and showing you what time of day it is. And I hope that criminals can wake up and realize that you mess with the wrong person, they're going to exercise their constitutional rights. That's why we have those rights. So we're not victims. Anyway, comment on this video. Let me know what you think. Is B Tatum tripping? Is this way off? Or is this a very similar case, but selective outrage?
So, firstly, you're comparing a guy hopping into another man's car and robbing him to a guy running down the street from supposedly burglarizing a house and getting shot and killed. Then, within that same video, you make fun of Arbrey for defending himself. Really classy there. But the most offensive part probably was the fact of you trying to victimize the white guy who killed him. And a nice little quip at the end about selective outrage. You know, people aren't upset because a white man killed a black man. You know, alert the media, huh? No, people are upset because this was hidden from us for 2 months. And the only reason why these guys are possibly going to see justice is because someone decided to leak the video. So this guy would have just gone scot-free. These idiots would have gone scot-free with killing a guy in cold blood in the middle of the street for supposedly burglarizing a house. But hey, you know, that's what yokels like Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens like to do best. You know, when all else fails, they'll race bait, they'll lie, you know, they'll try to show black people in the worst light possible. It's all the same thing. All in all, this was a senseless, preventable tragedy that could have easily had not happened if these idiots, these two morons, had just, called the police and let them do their job. But no, they had to go play vigilante hero, and they had to go kill an innocent or guilty, if you want to have a particular political slant, an innocent or guilty man who didn't even get the chance to prove his side in a court of law, because apparently he didn't deserve that much. He deserved to be chased down in a neighborhood. But hey, you know, that's typical for black people these days, I guess. You know, we don't really get the benefit of the doubt when it looks like we've committed a crime. But that's pretty much all I have to say on this one.